The Offence features Sean Connery playing the role of Sergeant Johnson, a police detective of 12 years, who has seen many things during the course of his career, these things also having had a severe effect on his psyche. And when interviewing a suspected child molester, his mind finally begins to come unraveled. What's up, guys, and welcome to another video review. This time it's for the 1972 classic The Offence, starring Sean Connery and was directed by Sidney Lumet. But before I get into it, if you've liked what you've seen so far, be sure to subscribe if you want to see more. If you really enjoyed it, be sure to express your approval by clicking that like button, and also click the bell if you want to stay up to date with every upload. With that being said, let's get right down to it. So starting off, this film gives the impression that it would be this classic tale of police detectives chasing after a serial killer, but it is really a character study that primarily focuses on Sergeant Johnson, played brilliantly by Sean Connery, who is this 12-year veteran of the police force who has seen a lot of messed up things during his career, and these things have all had quite a severe effect on his psyche, and this becomes very apparent when he starts to interview a potential suspect responsible for what's been going on. And story-wise overall, this film really delves deep. I mean, deep. You really get a good sense of what is going on in this character's head, and Sean Connery's portrayal is brilliant. I mean, he is front and center and he delivers in spades. Of course, you get a few other outstanding performances, especially by Ian Bannen, who plays the suspect. He gives a brilliant performance. And Vivian Marchant, who basically plays Sean Connery's wife, who is outstanding in the screen time she's given, as well as Trevor Howard, who, despite being second billed, only appears well into the film. I think little over 60 minutes is when you first see him. But these actors all play their parts really well. However, Sean Connery takes center stage as the focus is primarily on his character. For the rest of the actors, many of them are basically presented as police detectives, but what you can give those actors is that you could tell just by their appearance and the way they carry themselves, they come across as people who have been on the force for a really long time. And that really says a lot, especially if these are minor characters. I mean, at least you could tell, these guys have also seen their share of really crazy things throughout their own careers. Even though today many people might think this film is a bit dated, I agree to some extent, but the story is still relevant and a bit relatable. Because take for instance, I'm sure a lot of people have read a lot of messed up stories on the internet, news articles and all that. And you could picture this person in this position who has basically seen a whole lot of this because that's basically his job is to deal with this sort of thing. So you kind of like feel for him just for that. And considering the subject matter, I'd also say this film is not for everybody. It is extremely bleak and dark, which I'm sure is basically the same thing. I could see people having an issue with this film mainly because of the subject matter. I can see other people having an issue with it because of the pacing. For me, none of that is basically a problem. This is a film I'd say is more for an acquired taste. If you prefer your films character driven, you will get a lot of character in this, although Sean Connery is center stage. Although he's primarily known for his roles in James Bond, here you really get to see him strut his stuff. He really shows what kind of an actor he really is in The Offence, along with Trevor Howard, who himself gives a great performance, and Ian Bannon also, and Vivian Marchant. Uh, all four actors are really great, but as I said, Sean Connery really takes center stage because the film primarily focuses on his character. Now, personally, yes, as I said, the pacing could be a problem for some people if you don't like your films to be slow burns. And the subject matter, which is extremely, extremely bleak. This film really goes places where you don't think a film this old would have gone. But overall, for me, this film is, as a character study, virtually flawless. And as an overall film, I was engaged from start to finish, and I would sincerely say that this film deserves a 7.5 out of 10. So have you guys seen The Offence? And if you have, what did you think about it? Let me know. Also, what is your favorite Sean Connery performance outside of the James Bond franchise? Let me know in the comment section below. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.